I'd like to call to order the 1,442nd meeting of the President of the Board of the Trustees for the Village of Machesney Park for this 5th day of February. Please rise for the invocation given this evening by Clerk Lori Mitchell, and please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Trustee James Kidd.
Let us pray. Lord God, thank you for this opportunity to serve our community and for the decisions that will be made here tonight. We ask, God, that you watch over those traveling this evening and give them safe travel to and from their businesses and from to home. In your precious name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the clerk please take a roll call?
Mayor Johnson.
Here.
Trustee Sipes.
Here.
Trustee Smith is absent. Trustee Kidd.
Here.
Wilson.
Here.
Bailey.
Here.
Beck.
Here.
Clerk is present. The attorney is present.
We have a quorum. Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the January 16th board meeting.
So made.
Second.
A motion and a second. Are there any additions or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes have been approved. Next, we'll have Treasurer's Report from Michelle Johansson, Finance and Human Resource Manager, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Treasurer's Report as of January 29th, 2018 reflects the total of all funds to be $10,563,736.93. Thank you.
We entertain a motion to accept the Treasurer's Report.
So made. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Treasurer's Report has been approved. Next, we'll have communications from Clerk Lori Mitchell.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a couple things this evening. First of all, on behalf of the village, I'd like to extend our condolences to the family of David Skip Goff, who passed away this last week. Skip is a graduate of Harlem High School and served in the U.S. Marines, owned and operated Goff Heating and Air Conditioning with his sons for many years. He's the grandfather of our trustee Jake Smith's wife, Brittany. Congratulations are in order for Little Star Plastics for a second Award of Perfection from United Technologies Corporation. Little Star is only the 20th of more than 4,500 companies that service parts to UTC to receive this award. Congratulations to them. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Next, we'll have the warrant. Trustee Aaron Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Administration and Finance Committee met this evening, and we have a warrant totaling $527,163.65. I'd like to make a motion for their approval.
So made. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, will the clerk please take roll call?
Trustee Sipes.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Bailey.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, and 1 absent.
Bills have been approved. Next, we'll have administrative reports. I have just a couple things this evening. I mentioned my father, Richard Johnson, passed away at the age of 90 at the Illinois Veterans Home in Manteno on January 19th. Diana and I wish to thank everyone who sent flowers, sent a card, came to the visitation, or expressed condolence to us. It is very comforting and well appreciated. Thank you so much. I also met with representatives from Oak Street Health, and they're working together on getting a senior resource and wellness fair later this spring in Machesney Park. A location has not yet been determined. Continuing on with administrative reports, next would be Attorney Tom Green.
I have no report tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you. And next would be Finance and Human Resource Manager, Michelle Johansson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Included with your board packet was the quarterly investment report as of January 22nd, 2018, as required by the village's investment policy. Total interest earned over the past quarter was $23,083, which was $7,000 higher than the prior quarter. The federal interest rate increased, and so I reached out to the banks to see if they will again increase our rates accordingly. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to go over them. Otherwise, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Community Development Director, James Richter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Very briefly, 2 new businesses have signed leases for the buildings formerly occupied by the Coca-Cola distributor at North 2nd and 173. Through our research, we discovered that the cause of those vacancies really had nothing to do with market conditions here in Machesney Park. Rather, that company that was there was acquired by a larger holdings company who was tasked with consolidating facilities and closing several of them. So really, again, it had nothing to do with market conditions. The 2 new businesses that will be taking their places and who have signed leases are Naturescape. They'll bring 15 employees, and they'll be relocating from Rockford. And the other is Paper Recovery Service Corporation. And they're occupying the 33,000 square foot building and bringing at least 36 employees to this market. So, thank you.
Very good. Next would be Superintendent of Public Works, Chad Hunter.
No report tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Village Engineer, Chris Dopkins.
No report this evening, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Student Liaison, Tamara Heacock.
Thank you. This past week, both of our varsity dance and cheer team qualified and performed at the IHSA state meets. Our girls bowling team got first at regionals and is headed to sectionals next week. And our talent show signups are beginning this week, and the actual talent show is March 20th. Thank you.
Thank you. Next would be Committee and Trustee Reports. Does any trustee have a report this evening? Trustee Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Administration and Finance Committee met this evening. We had 2 resolutions that got a positive recommendation. One will go to tonight's board meeting. The other goes to February 20th's board meeting.
Thank you. Anyone else? Trustee Beck.
Just a personal note, today was a sad day for my wife and I. We went to funeral services for one of the matriarchs of our church, and finding out some of the details of her life that, even knowing her for 25, 30 years, came out in conversation. She worked for the Social Security Administration and later with the Apprenticeship Bureau locally here. And so I go home and look at my apprenticeship certificate, and as secretary, it's her signature on my, so it was one of those things like that, but a wonderful woman who cared about the community and family. Her name was Betty Ellenfeld.
Thank you. Anyone else have a report this evening? Hearing none, next would be consent agenda. Would the staff please present all items be considered a consent agenda?
Yes, thank you. We have 2 items. Item A, Resolution 01R18, provides for a transfer of ownership of a Class A liquor license for an establishment called Crazy Times at 1520 Glen Forest Drive. Item B is Resolution 02R18, also for the transfer of a ownership of a Class P liquor license at Crazy Times, 1520 Glen Forest Drive. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any items a trustee would like removed from the consent agenda to be considered separately? Hearing none, the consent agenda has been accepted as presented. And I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So made.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Will the clerk please take roll call?
Trustee Sipes.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Bailey.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Mayor Johnson.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, and 1 absent.
The consent agenda has been approved. Next would be unfinished business. We have none. Next would be new business, which would be Resolution R18, authorizing IGA with the City of Letts Park for building inspections. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So made.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there a staff report, please?
Don't know if I need to repeat, if you'd like me to repeat what I had before, but we're just having this to you and moving forward.
Okay, thank you. Will the clerk please take roll call?
Trustee Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Bailey.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Sipes. Mayor Johnson.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, and 1 absent.
Resolution 3R18 has passed. Next would be public comment. Is there anyone that want to address the board for the good of the village? Hearing none, next we would go into a closed session meeting. The only people allowed in a closed session meeting are the Board of Trustees, myself, the clerk, attorney, and HR director. Purpose of this closed session will be to review closed session minutes and performance evaluations of personnel. Okay. And the code section would be 5 ILCS 120/2.06D. And, I'm sorry, section 5 ILCS 120/2C, 2C1. Well, we entertain a motion to go into closed session.
So made.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are in closed session. I'd like to recall the order of the meeting of the President and Board of Trustees for February 5th, 2018. Do we have a motion to, I guess, bring the meeting back?
So made.
I think we just take roll.
Just take roll.
Okay. Do you want us to do a roll call? Okay. Could clerk please take roll call?
Trustee Sipes.
Here.
Kidd.
Here.
Wilson.
Here.
Bailey.
Here.
Beck.
Here.
Mayor Johnson.
Here.
Clerk is present, the attorney is present.
We have a quorum. Next is, I guess, adjournment. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So made.
Oh, sorry, wait 1 second. Trustee Green should say his no votes.
No action was taken while in executive session. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank you, attorney. Next would be adjournment. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So made.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.